Hey everyone, Dr. FJ here. Good morning. Um, Welcome. So something I've been talking to several docs about, and it's been a common theme as people grow and the levels you go through. And obviously, this is not something you would do as a doc one weekend of practice. But as you grow 5, 10 years, and you're scaling and whatnot, you have to start becoming a little pickier because your time and your energy become your most valued resource. And obviously, as you get older, I mean, time's time, but your energy, you have to really, really be picky and you have to defend it and protect it. And so in your practice, what you want to start doing is going through and looking at potentially and now you got to be very, you got to be consistently nice and profitable, have double digit new patients. But when you have all those things, now you want to start getting pickier. Okay. And it's more fun to be this way. So you have to look at the insurances that are potentially not worth taking anymore. If they're, I got out of network years ago with one because it was just, oh man, they were just wanted notes on top of notes, and then they pay you and then they want money back. And so we just went out and we've little by little over the years gotten pickier and pickier and pickier. Maybe like Medicaid, state insurance. It's just the quality of the person on average is a lot more taxing on the staff and the doctors. You're not getting all that much. Now I took that insurance for quite a while because they never asked for notes. They covered kids and babies, which I liked. And they cut, and they cover them, but you're getting like $23 a visit or $26 a visit. And so little by little, you have to look at that and you have to say no more and more and more to patients. And so you go through the insurances that you are no longer worth taking, and then also the patients many times. Now I still do a very inexpensive new patient special, $19 or $37. But some of those people come in and they're just not a good fit for what we do. And so I tell them right away, it's like, okay, we don't do that. What we do is a lot more involved and advanced. We want to get your head on straight, corrective care, yada, yada, yada. So I think what you're looking for. You might want to go here, and there. We'll send them the X-rays we took for you. It'll save you some money. I think they'll get you what you want, and hopefully you'll get the relief you're looking for. All the best. So it's friendly, it's professional, it's positive. But the people that are very difficult, send them other places. The people that are nickel and diming you, send them other places. The people with the insurance companies, send them other places. And you more and more you surround yourself with people that value what you do, are happy to pay for it, and it's just a much more fun way to practice. And then you end up getting a lot more per the time and energy you're expending. And so this is an important part of the growing process. 15, 20 years in, you want to start being pickier and pickier with your patients. Now, again, your marketing, your referrals have to be dialed in. But it's a fun way to practice. It's a challenge at first. You have to be confident. And the first few times you maybe quit taking a certain insurance. But you'll be amazed how many people are like, oh, okay, I'll just that's fine. I'll pay the 50, 60, 80, 90, $100. That's fine. I'll take care of whatever it is in your area. And little by little, and then as your skills grow, your confidence grows, you start saying no more and more and more. Now, again, this is not something I would recommend doing 2 weeks into practice. This is probably 5 to 10 years in, and then your fees are going to consistently go up little by little. And you can start adding in more, looking at niches. These are different things you can do to increase your reward. Okay. So this is something, and even if you've been practiced 30 years, maybe look at who are the patients that are really taxing you or the front desk or your other doctors. They're just high need. And if they're paying you really well, then maybe it's worth it. It might be, but it may not be also. And then you look at the insurances that aren't worth it, and little by little, you say no to more and more and more, and you're pickier. And some of those people you push away and they just pull a 180. It's incredible. You push them away, they pull a 180. But you don't want to be having someone that eat up all this time or all this energy and you're getting $19 a visit or $31 a visit when it should be 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay? So it's a quick one today, but something to think about as you're growing in your practice. You want to start being pickier, and you need the marketing, you need the profitability to do this. but it allows you to get more and more profitable while putting out less and less energy, which is important, especially as you're getting older. Um, and your staff will appreciate it because you don't want it. That's the other thing. You got all these other back end things, especially if you're taking insurance. Someone's got to post the insurance. Someone's got to bill it. Someone's got to write it off. Someone has to do the notes. Maybe that's you. Maybe it's not. There's all these other costs and just people answering phones, data entry, handling, rescheduling. Now you can automate a fair amount of that, but you want to make sure the people, vast majority of people coming in your practice, you're worth it. It's worth it. You're getting rewarded for it. It's fun. It's enjoyable because your skills and your knowledge and your expertise 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years into practice are far, far, far greater than they were when you were 2 weeks in. So you want to make sure you're getting rewarded for that. And the only way to do that is be pickier, say no more, filter out the people you don't want. And I'm still all about a new patient special. If you can get full fee right away and still keep double digit new patients, great. Usually you either need to be in a very, very special location or your online presence and following is really, really strong. But even without that, like I said, I still do a $19 special or a 37, but I'm just pickier with the people. There's a lot of people on the first visit. I'm like, yeah, oh, yeah, no, we don't do that, but I'll do it for you today. Everyone who goes to school is trained in it, but I think, the person down the road would be better for that. So if they're not going to, follow through, do what you want to do. And that doesn't mean they can be per visit. I don't mind per visit, but we're doing what I want to do. They're enjoyable to take care of. They're reasonable. And they're paying me a good and fair fee, and I want to get paid well for what I do. So it's important that you get pickier and say no more as your practice is growing, and then you're going to increase your fees as well. So now all of a sudden, what you're getting at 250 a week is way more than what you used to get at 250 a week, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Okay. So something to think about. Look at that. There might be some insurances or some patients that maybe are just not worth taking, and then just invite them to, I think you maybe would respond better to what this person is doing. I think this is more what you're looking for. And then focus on the people that are there that you want to take care of. And it'll be it's a much more profitable way to practice. It's also a much more fun way to practice. So something to think about, chew on. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great month and keep charging.